guys, look, this is kind of gets confusing and it's kind of hard to explain to a country about a program that doesn't exist because the government's not going to talk about it, and we know that, but because it's all part of the program. But I can. I'm just a man. As a matter of fact, I'm just a dad, and I'm going to tell you a little story. And it kind of goes, it starts with the program, and when the program began, okay, and it started after 9/11, and I'm gonna show you a video, and in that video, it's from Frontline. They discuss the program, and this is from March 2014, a Frontline episode on the 13th. But anyway, I'll leave a link down below. But what we have here, let's check this out. What we have here, people, you see that? Ladies. Oh no, anyway, here comes the video.
At the National Security Agency, they called it the program.
We are under emergency conditions.
Created after 9/11.
Extraordinary means are required to deal with the threat.
Collecting data on American citizens.
You're looking for unknown conspirators, and the way they devised to do that was to look at everybody.
Secrets at the highest levels of government.
A whole surveillance program without warrants.
Designed for domestic surveillance. What we're doing is lawful, and I think is effective.
Through 2 presidencies.
This is a highly classified program.
He was collecting the entire internet stream.
He chose to keep the programs largely intact. That's not just data collection. That's digital surveillance.
I argued it was unethical, illegal, and unconstitutional. And when this comes out, all hell is going to break loose.
Tonight on Frontline, United States of Secrets, Part 1, the program.
Now I'm going to give you a little break right now, and I'm going to slip on over to something else that's very much connected. And I want you to hang in there with me. We've turned a corner, and a new day has risen. Welcome back to the program. Thank you very much. I'm such a smart ass. Anyway, look. I'm going to take you underground. Remember the first part of the program? Okay, this is my second episode of my program called The Program. And I want you to check this out.
And solve the problem.
Yeah.
I want to show our friends something.
It's still on the fritz. I don't know if that's a good idea. And there she goes.
An introduction to the program.
Oh,
this is the NSA, the computer system.
The servers upgraded like I asked. So what exactly is this, Dr. Bryce?
It's called a panopticon.
It studies ripples, amasses data from weather, satellites, radio signals, the internet.
Which in English means?
That was English.
Basically, Charlie can show us how actions in the past create ripples in the present. We've developed a special analytical...
I developed the analytical program.
Charlie developed the program.
No need to be humble here.
Okay, let's run a scenario. Bring him up a city that's been thriving in the last 50 years.
How about Tokyo?
Perfect. Mr. Malcolm, I assume you know how Tokyo looks in present day. Charlie's going to show you a version of Tokyo if Benjamin Rourke were never born.
Wow. Rourke was a Nobel Prize-winning physicist. His work in particle physics played a major part in fostering the modern age, which means if you take him out of the equation, all of that is erased. No Sony, no Toyota.
More world hunger, disease, millions of lives irreversibly damaged without anyone ever having a say.
So this thing can test the effect of any changes we make in the past.
Within a pretty damn high rate of probability, yeah.
I'm sorry, Doctor, but at what point was this a mission to save Tokyo?
Our mission is to restore everything to the way it was. Don't you understand? All of these events are tied together. You don't have the right to change 20 million lives.
Well, any better ideas? Maybe we could just go into the past and send a message forward, like warn that New York is going to happen.
Charlie, we've already discussed this. It's just too risky. We can't just assume that.
She's so beautiful.
Show me present-day New York if Rourke's wife is still alive. Born Sylvia Hammond in 1945, she met Rourke at MIT in 1964. In 1975, she was killed by a mugger in Georgetown.
Yeah, I already have all that. So this is present-day New York. And this is present-day if Rourke's wife was still alive.
Google Analytics.
Words. Yeah. High probability that if Rourke's wife wasn't killed, we save New York.
Mr. Knox, how did you know that?
Rourke told me. He said I was going to bring back his wife.
Okay, so I want you to ponder that for a little bit. And so much information in there, but basically you got an inside look at an underground facility with a special program running in real time, where if they send somebody back to the past, or they assassinate or something, they can subtly manipulate the multiverse, is what it really seems like. So, and this is like inner Earth, or just below the surface, like Irving, Texas, MIT, and Boston, and Massachusetts, and we ain't even gonna mention Colorado and NORAD or Utah, because all that it's huge. But anyway, it does bring up some facts that you have to ask yourself: do you want to get in the way of the program? Are you really fighting to stop the program? And this program and its time travel capabilities, I mean, all sounds pretty frightening, really. But in all reality, when you take a look at the physics, it's nature. It's the understanding of nature. I'm just talking about like hot and cold. Maybe a little math, some of this stuff. But my feelings on the whole deal is, look, if you didn't lie and you flat out said, like the government, I mean, I know they're not a person, but if they came right out and said, ladies and gentlemen, we have a space force. We've had it for many years, blah, blah, blah. Encourage your students to get straight A's, because the U.S. Space Force is recruiting exceptional individuals. Now see, that is a motivator right there. Okay, so the secret Space Force, the violation of the Constitution, and now your TV is spying on you. Your TV, people, is spying on you. And it's all part of the program. So, let's take a look, because all this ties together, and I don't have a lot of time. I'm just going to lay it out right now. So I'm going to put it up there and let it happen.
Next tonight, into that question I mentioned, is your TV watching and listening to you? New smart TVs with internet connections able to transmit your private conversations. Here's ABC's Rebecca Jarvis.
Hello, Mr. Yakamoto.
A warning tonight, straight out of Minority Report.
How those assorted tank tops work out for you?
From Samsung, your smart TV is watching you.
Go to Smart Hub.
The latest technology that turns your voice into a remote so that you can scan YouTube, choose a movie, or change channels just by speaking can also hear your private conversations. YouTube. We gave Samsung's latest model a test.
Once I press this button, everything I say into this device is getting recorded and could be shared with a third party.
It's as cool as it is creepy.
People have this expectation that the conversations that they have in their own home or what they choose to watch, this kind of data, is really private.
Samsung's privacy policy telling consumers, please be aware that if your spoken words include personal or other information, they will be captured and transmitted to a third party. The company adding that they do this to improve the features of their televisions. Another step deeper into a world where Big Brother really is watching and listening to you.
All right, this sounds kind of crazy, but how do you protect yourself?
Well, you can turn off that voice recording feature, David, but there are trade-offs here because if you do that, you have to go back to using your remote. No more of the voice-operated feature, the whole reason you bought the TV in the first place.
All right, Rebecca Jarvis with us tonight. Rebecca, thank you.
See, you know, please, guys, don't shoot the messenger, okay? This is why nobody can talk about all this stuff. We're talking about 100 million homes across America, maybe a few less, but each one of them have a TV. And she says on that report that only on that TV and you could turn off the feature. Yeah, you could turn off the feature, honey, but every single device, your telephone, your TV, any iPad, Kindle, they're all listening, they're all recording 100% of the time. It's been going on since 9/11. That's 2004. That's over 10 years we've been living in this, I guess they call it a national crisis or emergency, but all it is the acceptance of reality. The reality is anybody can create a hydrogen bomb. They had a kid in 1980 within his garage and scared the hell out of a lot of people, and they made a movie about it. And it's true, when you unlock the forces of nature and how to control all these little powers, and you put things together in science, you can find it. And there are keys, they're all hidden, the writing's on the wall, and everybody knows it. And I found it, and it does, it leads to the fountain of youth. Am I going to stay youthful? No, I won't play with that shit. You understand? We're talking about spinning one vortex this way and an opposing vortex this way around it. So you got a cold inside of a hot, and you have a little teeny ball, just like Tesla, and it will create that black hole, dude. And I'm telling you, what happens here is you can open up a bubble in time. Now, that sounds like I'm stupid, but when I put it all together for you, you get to see I'm talking the shit, and it's real. So anyway, I'm not going to get all stressed, and I don't want you to either. Let me just let you know one thing. Top people are in control. So I don't have a lot of money, but I was thinking about getting on Patreon and starting a campaign where you could donate $1 to $25 towards legislating a little bit more truth up there in Washington, D.C. I want to rattle some halls. I want some people to start, I want their ass puckering. We know that you are in a time travel paradox. If I have to, I'll take control. Oh, it's one signature from a judge, and you're done. Oh, man. Okay, let's just go back to the game of chess, and I'm just a pawn. I'm just a dad. I don't know shit. I'll catch you guys later. I got another episode of the program, and it's coming up next.